The Rotten Tomatoes score for Captain America Brave New World has made its way online. So here we are going to look at where the film lands, my feelings on it, which I don't care about, and also, well, as always, we gotta talk about how Rotten Tomatoes isn't one person because people are dumb. Well, here we are, the be-all, end-all of reviews. If Rotten Tomatoes says what it is, well, Rotten Tomatoes must be correct. But before we get into that, as always, there's new people that don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is, so let's get into a quick breakdown of how RT works. Okay, let's explain what Rotten Tomatoes is. So, to make everything really simple, Rotten Tomatoes is an aggregate review site which, if your movie is seen as super successful and the critics love it, you get a fresh rating. If your movie's between amazing and bad, you get a tomato, and if your film is bad, you get a rotten rating. Now, these are calculated not by Rotten Tomatoes, and people never seem to understand it, because they're constantly complaining about how Rotten Tomatoes is wrong about their favorite film and focusing on the audience review, which should tell you everything you need to know because Rotten Tomatoes has two different scores. How this works is that they take all the critics that are approved for their system, aka places like Variety, Deadline, and so forth, including smaller outlets, and they contribute to the tomato meter, while on the other side, you got the, the audience score, and typically there is usually a discrepancy between the two. All these scores are put into a aggregate machine, and, well, it spits out what your Rotten Tomatoes rating would be, slash the overview of it, and you got it with, well, the RT score. And if that's not good enough for you and you want more insight besides just the number, you can click the reviews or the ratings, and it brings you all the way down to the bottom of the page where you can scroll to your heart's content and see what fans and approved critics think of various different projects. There is no singular person at Rotten Tomatoes that's responsible for this score, so when you hear people saying Rotten Tomatoes is wrong, that's because they don't understand how the system works. The system is pretty simplistic. It's a great way to be able to gauge the general consensus of critics and audiences, and well, it's a service that's become commonly and widely used across the industry to gauge interest and, of course, the love of franchises and projects. So, if Rotten Tomatoes gives something you hate a 90, the critics are paid off. If Rotten Tomatoes gives something you love a 20, they're wrong. If Rotten Tomatoes gives something you love the exact score you want, they're correct. Or you just get somebody to buy some bots to review the audience score and alter it, which I'm pretty sure is not going to happen with this film. Oh wait, we should probably talk about its score. So yeah, Captain America Brave New World gets a, drum roll please, as of right now, a 57. Yeah, alright, cool. That's the score, everybody. That's the score. What do I think of this score? You should know I don't care about the scores, which is why we don't score anything here. I hate scores. The general consensus of what's going on with the film, the body of it, the actual feeling of it can't be attributed to a number. You have to look at the review. And again, an aggregate is weird because somebody grades on like a B, C, D, F scale. If they give it a C, Rotten Tomatoes is going to give that thing like a 60. It's very weird. It is what it is. Captain America, is anything here going to affect it? Who really knows? Oh, again, a lot of people use Rotten Tomatoes as an industry standard. Some people don't. It is what it is at this point. I think that the score is fine. Is it what I expected? Not necessarily, no. I will definitely say no. But at the same time, you never know with these things, you know? You look at some of these other films and a lot of people say, man, I felt like that should have been higher. And a lot of people look at some of the other MCU films and go, boy, that's way too high. So, again, take Rotten Tomatoes at your own discretion, I guess. So, with that out of the way, does this affect you buying a ticket at all this weekend? Like, at all? Is Rotten Tomatoes the thing that's make it or break it for you? Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.